One of my favorite things to do in life, chop vegetables. Once you own a restaurant, you have to talk to everybody and run around, pulling your hair out. Cutting vegetables is so zen, it's so beautiful. So enjoy it while you're doing it. Slice your onions, put on some music, have a glass of wine. If you're not having fun, it ain't worth it.
I think if I recall correctly, it is Grenache from Nevada City Winery.
Yeah, I'm not going to put this in the food. That's right. Oven roasted red potatoes. You want to use a half a pound per person, right? Because you might think that you don't need a half pound per person. Once they taste them, you'll need a half pound per person. So about 2 tablespoons of olive oil, about a half a teaspoon of salt, kosher salt, some of these nice, so swirl that around a little bit, some of these oven roasted red potatoes, get them coated nicely. And our glass oven is right here. Okay. Got a few too many potatoes here. I'm just going to show you how to line them up. Line them up so that each side is flat in the glass. And then you want to put those in your oven at around 350.
How's camera 1?
Throw that in there with your broccoli. Somewhere I have some red pepper flakes. All this beautiful produce, local produce provided by SPD. The old 5 Mile House, we love to use local organic produce whenever we can. This month we're featuring the food from Italy, so we have some of my favorite foods in the world like insalata caprese, which is fresh organic heirloom tomatoes with beautiful extra virgin olive oil and basil. And there's no time in the world to eat that like now. Here we have some beautiful oyster mushrooms. I don't know if you guys can see those. See those okay? I'm just going to break them apart. If there's some hard, chunky parts, then I'm going to slice those down a little bit. But just break them apart is fine. That's going to be for our chicken marsala. We have some regular crimini mushrooms. I'm going to add to that. You can slice them kind of thin, like 1/8 of an inch. Okay, so we're good to go on this. We got some shallots. Have some shallots, Shuba, over there? Thank you. Big hand for Shuba, my amazing assistant.
We actually have 6 kids from the NU culinary program assisting us tonight. So big hand for thanks for all you guys. They'll be up here in a couple of years doing this.
Okay, so we're going to use a little bit of clarified butter. I just diced up some shallot. I'm going to use some clarified butter. We clarify the butter in order to remove the fat and the water. Then you can cook at a higher temperature and it won't burn. It won't have a brown butter flavor, which is great if you're doing butternut squash soup with crispy sage, but not something we want for here. And then we're going to throw our chicken in there as soon as that oil gets hot. I'm waiting for it to look like it's shimmering.
How do we know when oil shimmers?
Take a look at it. You'll see it. Talk about the movement. It's like,
Okay.
can you do that, Rod? Do that little shimmer thing?
I don't know.
Yeah. See, he can do it. He can shimmer. And also when things sizzle, that's how you know it's the right temperature. So we're going to flip that over, flour the other side.
It's always the smoke alarm that's my clue.
When you put something into the pan, you know you want to put it so that it flops away from you. So if oil's going to fly, you get the cameraman, not yourself. There we go. We got some sizzle going on there. So a lot of people think that MSG is a bad thing. I agree that you shouldn't buy MSG from the store, but you know, if you use natural MSG, it's actually a great thing because it opens up your taste buds is what it does. And if you add sodium, which is salt, and you find glutamate in mushrooms, you end up with monosodium glutamate, MSG. So I always sprinkle a little bit of salt on my mushrooms when I'm cooking. Helps to improve the flavor. Now the broccoli is going to get a little brown in some spots, but that's really okay. That's going to actually add flavor. You don't want to burn it, but a little bit brown is good. Guys didn't bring your wine? Okay.